Well, it's that time again where I talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. I know I said I wouldn't do it in a community post, but you know what? I decided to do it because Mario Kart World's latest update confirmed a theory I had in the back catalog for a long time. Now, originally I was going to post a video like this before the release of the game, but I decided not to because I wanted to give Mario Kart World a chance. I wanted to see if it lives up to being the next Mario Kart, and to be fair, it kinda does in a way. I mean, it's not the best game in the world, and obviously I can understand why the free roam can be a bit gimmicky and annoying. But overall, it is a decent Mario Kart game, and a lot of the mechanics it has are pretty cool, so I'd say it's at least a 7 out of 10 game. Not better than 8 Deluxe, but it's pretty okay. I say the stylized animation is probably the best part of it, though. That's probably what kept the game together in a nice, neat package. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the patch for the game that completely screws over people who play online. Basically, if you don't know, Nintendo released a patch for Mario Kart World where basically it forces players to play the intermission tracks. Now, what do I mean? Well, originally, the only way for someone to play free circuit tracks, or free lap tracks, or whatever, is basically to pick random. And essentially, picking random would give you a 4-lap to 3-lap circuit without all the intermission tracks, which a lot of people seem to dislike. Now, Nintendo, instead of just leaving that alone, or at least giving people customizable options for you to choose whatever, they decided, hey, you're not allowed to do that, fuck you, play the intermission tracks, you stupid fucking... This has basically got people absolutely pissed online, and I don't blame them. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what the fuck does this have to do with my theory? Well, I have a theory that Nintendo doesn't want to let go of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, what do I mean? Well, I'll put it simply like this. I believe Nintendo doesn't really want to make a real true installment, a next installment to Mario after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And the reason I believe that is mostly because of Mario Kart World's main gimmick, free roam. Mario Kart World's racing is built around the whole free roam aspect, and that makes it a lot more different than the traditional Mario Kart. And along with the fact that Nintendo has, told people, hey, if you can't afford the Switch 2, go buy the Switch 1, which is convenient, and also because of the latest patch, this obviously makes me believe this, very huge claim I've made about, why this is the case. The only thing that would really prove my theory wrong is if, they eventually, discontinue the online services for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But if my theory is proven right, then I believe that they'll most likely make a Switch 2 edition. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. It just goes to show that they really can't let go of this game. I mean, really think about it. The only actual original Mario Kart game we got for Switch 1 was Live Circuit. Fucking Live Circuit. And the other Mario Kart game that's not even on the Switch that we got is Mario Kart Tour. They have the assets to make a new Mario Kart game, but yet they choose not to make a new Mario Kart game, but only stick with, 8 Deluxe. And well, obviously, because, it's a very good Mario Kart game that sells really well, which is why eventually they gave it a booster course. But don't you think it's weird that it took them, years for the booster course to happen? Like, I just find it weird, It's almost like, originally they didn't believe that they just, sold the game and didn't think much of it, but then when they realized, oh, money, they realized, why do we need to make a new one? Like, that's what I really believe. That's truly it. The only reason Mario Kart World exists is because of the fans. The reason why Mario Kart World exists is because if they didn't make another Mario Kart game, then, or, announce that they won't make another one, then people would get bored of 8 Deluxe. Like, that's the only reason why I believe 8 Deluxe exists. 8 Deluxe exists because Mario Kart fans wanted a new Mario Kart game, but Nintendo don't have the will to replace Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so they just made a new one, give it an interesting gimmick, and, you know, made it cost $80 fucking. Now, so if anything, Mario Kart World could literally just be seen as a spin-off title to 8 Deluxe because they don't want to kill 8 Deluxe, which is kind of fucking insane. And honestly, this isn't the first time I've seen this type of strategy done before by a company. For instance, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out in 2024. However, that game wasn't meant to go Xenoverse 2, but instead coexist with Xenoverse 2 because of how much money it makes for Bandai. And Dragon Ball Sparking Zero was only made for, like, you know, the old fans who liked, you know, the original Dragon Ball Z fighting games, not, you know, the ones like Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2. So, it's, I don't know, I sense the same sort of logic going on here. Like, you know, fucking Doug Bowser telling people go buy the Switch 1 if you can't afford the Switch 2, them patching Mario Kart World and, you know, kind of screwing it over, making the game cost, you know, way too much for what it basically is, and, well, the fact that they haven't closed the online service for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so on and so forth. The only proof that I need left for this to be true is if they make a Switch 2 edition of 8 Deluxe. And I know that sounds like a very bold fucking claim, but all the pieces are kind of lining up here. This could either go two different directions. And I'm not saying I want 8 Deluxe to, you know, discontinue its service. Oh, no, that's not the case. I think, you know, it is fine for these two games to coexist with each other. And I think it's actually a pretty good strategy because, you know, Mario Kart 8, it would be kind of, you know, annoying if, you know, they did make Mario Kart World to be an actual successor for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and then ended up being and fail, right? But I don't know, it's just, they've given so much to Mario Kart World that it's not as traditional, that it's just, even getting rid of, like, 200cc, which, I mean, then again, 200cc isn't, like, a major factor to the game since it was an April Fool's thing, but I don't know, man, like, I don't know, like, just seems a little suspicious, but then again, what do I know? But what do you guys think? Do you think my theory could be correct, or do you think I might be over-exaggerating? I mean, I don't blame you if you guys don't believe me, mostly because this is a bold claim I'm making, and to be fair, maybe I am just being a bit too paranoid, but, like, I don't know, something about it just feels a bit, like, suspicious to me, like, like, I don't believe that, like, they'll make Mario Kart, like, don't get me wrong, I don't believe that they'll make Mario Kart World, like, a budget title. That's not what I think, but I mostly think that, like, you know, I feel like they just want to keep Mario Kart 8 Deluxe alive a bit more longer, and maybe even give it more DLC if there is a Switch 2 edition. Like, I don't think Mario Kart World is gonna die, like, in, like, a couple of months. No, I don't think Nintendo will do that. Like, I'm pretty sure, at least I hope, that they'll, like, give it more updates and stuff, and, like, you know, DLC and all that. But I don't know, that just, the pieces seem to be showing, it just seems to show a bit of a message there, but maybe that's just me, but I don't know. Anyway, if you like this video, leave a like and comment down below and subscribe. Yeah, see you guys next time.